Good afternoon, everybody. I'm David Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Robinson. I'm coming again to do a Q&A so that everyone who's supporting my cause to find my son, Daniel, can have some updates and to feel free to ask questions. So I will get to it. Today, like I said, it's very hard. It's very hard every day, just trying to still continue to, do the search for my son and try to come up with answers. So we're getting closer to some of the answers I need. Thank you all for saying hello to me. Give me all the answers I need. I'm looking, working hard for it. I'm also trying to, at the same time, bring awareness to my son's case. And also, like I said, give you all the opportunity to ask questions that I may be able to answer. So I thank you. Thank you so much for being out here and coming out to join me in my Q&A. Also, I have later to share some information that things I will be doing, what I'm currently doing, and so maybe you guys can also help get involved. I also am, like I said, continue to try to remain here in Arizona. So at the same time, say I'm trying to make awareness for that. We have the petition that I asked you all if you could sign, get other people to sign. That's very important. Sometimes people ask why, what's the petition is for. It's bringing pressure to that police department to continue to make them continue to do what they're doing. Which they're doing less than I would need them to do, but whatever the less is they're doing to keep them to doing that, and also it helps to bring awareness to what's happening to everyone. And when I finish with my investigation, when I get the forensic stuff done, also I can use that petition to bolster my case when I bring it in front of the Attorney General and things like that. So I just want to also say hello to everybody who's out here. Rona, thank you so much for coming out. Cassandra Lee, thank you so much for coming out. Kata Pia, thank you for coming out. And if I say your names wrong, please forgive me. I really, really, really want to get it right. Kathleen, thank you. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you, Lakeisha Douglas. Thank you. Grand evening to you. Appreciate it. It's David. Also, Joanne, thank you so much for coming out. And also Jitterbug, thank you. Good to see you again. Donald Duck, like to see you out here. Thank you so much. But thank you. I'll get to your question. Also, T. Sophia, thank you for coming out. Also, D. Love, Jennifer, thank you all for being here. Chris and Lisa, thank you so much. And being here to answer questions and things like that. So first, I want to get into, like I said, I'm doing some things in the background. You all know that I'm not stopping just with the search out in the desert and special, the new searches that I created. Also, this what I call the special operations searches. Those searches designed for things that I find in my investigation into what happened to my son, and also the desert searches is also because of investigation, because of the last place my son was seen was out in the desert, was reportedly seen was out there in the desert. So being that we don't have all the full answers, those places have to be, checked and everything. So, and also because I don't have answers, I'm also continuing my distribution of flyers into the cities. In the cities here in Phoenix, also in all the other cities around Arizona. If I can reach every city, that's what I'm aiming for. Also, it's not just a stop there. I have to also do things like this, reach out to social media, keep Daniel's name out there, because I need his name everywhere. So it's not just here in Arizona, it's a nation thing. Also, the people who's abroad in different countries reaching out, showing their love. So I really need that as a father out here trying to find my son, being the backbone for my family. My family's my backbone, but being standing here on the ground, for them, taking charge here. I need that support. So when you guys say things like you're praying for me, showing your love and for my family and things like that, that helps a whole lot. So I thank you for being out here. Also, I want you all to be aware. I'm locking down the date where I will be having a candlelight vigil for my son, and also to highlight the disparities between the way missing people of color are portrayed in the media, and also to like I say, bring a highlight to my son's case, and just let everybody have awareness and things like that. So look out for that. That'll be coming up on the website. Should be out there today or tomorrow. You'll see some things about the website, about the visual that's coming up. Also, also want to make sure you're aware that I'm also working in the background to start a foundation for my son, the Daniel Robinson Foundation, and doing some work with that. Hopefully, I can get that up and running pretty soon. And you all that can help me out on that. Also, support and things like that. So there's a lot of things working in the background, along with searching for my son. Like I said, investigation to bringing awareness out of the world. We also was able to give a lot of thanks to Lamar, the company that helped me out with putting those billboards up. So we have Daniel's story out there on the billboards from the east side of Phoenix all the way out to Buckeye, saying out on the west side. So we have had those billboards up. So if you're on Interstate I-10, look for that, saying to help bring awareness. Also, they have the number there for the tip line. And you guys need to know on that tip line, that tip line is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week tip line. Live operators take your call, answer the questions you need, and also you can stay anonymous. So that's the biggest part. You can stay anonymous if you like, or if you don't, it doesn't matter. You can reach out to me through the tip line. Also, if you just don't want to talk to anybody, you can text the word tip to that phone number, and that's that to the phone number, and that's where you can do your anonymous tip line, or you can stay anonymous. So I put the tip line up here for you guys. So if anybody know seen anything, please, so if you think you've seen anything, just leave a tip, so that's very helpful. It's part of an investigation, so we can follow some of those leads. And you may have seen something that came back to your memory, jot to your memory, or you heard something. Please share it. Please share it. That's what's important. That will help me as a father get to the bottom of what happened to my son. So I thank you again. Thank you, Renegade, for showing. Thank you, Kata, for showing. Thank you, Caribbean. Thank you for being here, Debbie, Lena. Thank you all for your prayers and coming out to my Q&A. Thank you, Gwen, for being here. Thank you. Let's see, who else? We got a lot of people here, so I thank you so much, you all. Chris, I hope I don't miss anybody for coming out. Thank you so much. Okay, I was here trying to find some of the questions, that you may have. If you have any questions, please, um, please tell me your questions. So I'm looking for those, and I would love to answer all the questions I can answer. So that's what Q&A is all about. I want to do it in the morning, so it will be tomorrow morning. I will continue my Q&A tomorrow morning. Today I had some things to take care of this morning earlier, and also take care of my personal things here. So thank you so much for bearing in with me and then taking time out to come this late in the evening. So thank you. I have one question here from Jitterbug. I had a question. Were you and your team able to search the farm ranch and the people on the ranch? Did they see anything at all? Thank you. That was part of my when I had a private investigator, my former private investigator on board. He should have done those type things, and I hope he did. I'm assuming he did. So, but at the same time, I need to check into that. If anybody in that ranch, we definitely want to reach out to them. So if they listening right now and they have tips, they can also go to the tip line and share some of those answers that we need. Because like I said, every answer that I can get, it plays a part on finding out what happened to my son. So don't feel like it's a dumb question or anything you ask. Just ask me, and I can get the answer. And also, if you guys have anything to tell me, please, like I said, share that on tip line, and we can go forward with that. So thank you again. Let's see who all coming aboard. Let's see if I have any more questions here. Okay, I think I have a question here from Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie, for your question. What has the person who was last to see him say, if allowed to say anything about the case? Well, I can tell you everything that you pretty much read on the report is what I heard from the gentleman that last seen my son out there at the well site. Um, things like my son was staring off and things like that. They only been out there for only about 10 minutes. Those type things, everything you see in the report pretty much is accurate, except for the fact that he also told me personally more details. Things like he painted the rocks red to show where the vehicle, where the tracks was leading to. He stayed to the left side of the tracks, things like that. So there's some other information that he told me personally when I did my own investigation onto what happened to my son. Of course, when I first got here in Arizona, someone tell me my son, who I've known his entire life, decided to wave off and just drive off in the desert to never be seen again. You can imagine, as a father, I had to look this man in the eye, and he tell me those stories. So, like I said, his stories are not what he have on the report is not totally consistent to what he told me, because there's a lot of extra things that he spoke to me. I related to the Buckeye Police Department. However, that didn't make it into the report, my account. So it is what it is. So that's why I'm putting that into my own personal report that should be coming out pretty soon here once I get done. So thank you, Stephanie, for that question. And I see a comment here. Thank you, Jitterbug, for your comment. You deserve so much more. I live in Connecticut, and I'm trying to spread the word down here. Would you be able to send me an email of the flyer? Yes, I can. If you can, reach out to you afterwards, Jitterbug, and give you that information where you can get email and get your email, and I can send you out those flyers. Also, if it's easier for you, I also can send you some flyers. So that's fine with me too. You give me an address, I can mail you out some flyers. So thank you for doing that for me, because I tell you, this word had to be spread everywhere. So thank you again for your comment, and thank you for your help. And that's what I say is a team effort for all of us to work together. It's not just my case for my son, it's also your case. I see a lot of people have interest into my son's case, and I really appreciate it, because it's a family effort. So you all a part of it. Say I can't do this by myself. It's not just a one man thing. I'm a father here trying to find my son, and I need all the help I can get. So thank you so much when you decide to pass out those flyers from the Jitterbug. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's see if I have another question here. I'm just going down the timeline, so you guys bear with me while I talk. I do see, let me see. Oh, thank you also, Jitterbug, for helping out, saying that way with the graphic design. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the background. So if you can reach out to me, you can do it through, I don't know if you have Twitter, or you can reach out to me through the information, contact us on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You can reach out to me that way. Also, I have a number here. If you want to text me, you can also do that. So, just feel free to text the number you see on the bottom of the screen, and I can contact you from that point. Thank you so much for everything you're doing towards trying to help me in this endeavor. So again, okay, I have one more question here from Chris Ali. Is there a new investigator and on the case, and what are they focusing on to find Daniel? Yes, there is a new investigator on the case, and we'll focus on everything that we have found so far, from what my former private investigator found to what we have now. So there's a lot of things we're focused on. Of course, everything I can't get into, but we definitely is focused on everything that is in the report and some of the things that's not in the report. So nothing's off the table. I can tell you, we're looking at every angle, and even myself, say as a father, I'm definitely, working at every angle, everything that is a possibility. I'm looking into as a father, and also my private investigator. So thank you so much. I appreciate it for that question, Chris. All right. Thank you also, Ben Bia. I hope I say your name right. For Renee for your help. I'll say if you ever need help, if you ever need anything administratively, help, please let me know. Again, I'll say please contact me on that 803-200 number 7994. If you want to help out, of course, I would love to have you on the team. And, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the offer. But like I said, this is a family affair. It's also, team effort. So thank you so much for your help. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. All right. I have another question here from Chris Ali. Also, any new possible sightings of Daniel? I haven't had anything like that in a while, but you can imagine, when I first came out here to search for my son, I had a lot of leads like that where people, say, hey, I seen someone that looks like your son. So you can imagine all the miles and things we have to travel just to go to these cities, to search. Saying, like I said before, we're taking everything, say everything, and some are plausible and some are not. The ones that are, we really go after. So when I say we, it's my former private investigator. He's go out a lot on himself to follow some of these leads and things like that. So I'm grateful for that, and also myself going out and follow some of these leads. So they are there, and people think they have seen. I actually do one thing though. If you think you see a sighting of someone that favored my son, it'd be nice if you can take a picture, or give us a direct location and things like that. So you can put that on. Like I said, you can reach out to me on the number on the bottom there, or you also can reach out to me by putting that on the anonymous tip line. Say if you just want to keep that to yourself, you definitely can do it both ways. So I thank you for that, for that question. All right, here we go again. I think I have a question here from Lisa. Still no information on your son's vehicle. How's it? How's it got to the location it was found at? And that's what we're working on. Still trying to find out how the vehicle got there. I do know from my former investigator that the vehicle was after it was wrecked. After it was wrecked before it ended up here in the scene that you see behind me. It was driven 11 additional miles. So it's wrecked, the airbags are deployed, and driven an extra 11 additional miles. We have all kind of speculations on how those miles have gotten there from the vehicle is still in motion. What I'm saying, on the wheels, and that's not as plausible as I think as some people question, because we don't have any evidence of that. Things like that. So definitely, saying looking into that, try to get the timeline right, as into what happened. We also been fortunate to get some Google stuff back downloaded to my son's phone, so that helps out a lot. So we're still looking for data, looking for satellite footage, just different things we can figure out what happened. Like you said, how the vehicle even got to that location, and it's still looking for those answers. So I don't have that right now tonight, but thank you for the question. Let's see if I have one here. Okay, question from Donald Duck. Have you used dogs in the search for Daniel? What is something you think is the most helpful in your search? Yes, we use a lot of cadaver dogs. In fact, some was volunteered and some we required ourselves to come out to the searches. So that's early on until now. We also had a cadaver dog to come out when I requested Buckeye to be out to one of my searches. So yes, we utilize cadaver dogs. We find in different places where they should be used, and what's important. So we have some leads and things like that. Of course, we had to go around where the vehicle was last found. Those dogs did alert on some areas and of concern, and we have searched those areas since. And we didn't come up with anything, but we continually investigating that part of it, what those dogs had alerted on. So we had 3 different dogs alert on the same area. So we definitely know some things out there. They only of course, know what cadaver dogs do. So it's only on humans. So if something happened out there, we're still searching, and we're gonna find those answers. So when I say we, me and my investigator, and also myself, I'm going to find those answers, because I'm not going to stop as a father. And if anybody's my way, they just have to move. So that's how things will go. And I thank you for your question, Donald Duck. Okay, I have a question here from Lakeisha. My question: do you have the date of the police brutality protest Daniel attended? I believe that was during the I think the Floyd case time. So that was I wish I could remember the date offhand, but yes, I do have the date, and Lakeisha, I can give you that date because that was one of the concerns also of retaliation early on. My son did, excuse me, he did do an interview here locally with one of the local news channels here, and he did participate in that protest. I mean, I was proud of him that day. I wish I was here with them. I wanted to be a part of that protest, and so my son, like I said, his nature is to stand up for what's right. Police brutality is wrong, and he's going to stand up for what's right. So I was proud of him on that day, and we went out there to protest. So yes, I will get those dates for you. I just don't have it offhand, but I do know it was around the time of the George Floyd case, and so whatever date that is, I will find that out. Thank you. All right, Jitterbug, you were on Dr. Oz. Is he still spreading the case on his program still? A lot of people watch him. I hope so. I hope so. I hope it's not a one-time deal. I do reach out to my update everyone, whether I've been on to Red Table Talk, to Dr. Oz, Joy Reid, all the producers. I constantly update them on what I'm doing, and if they want to take on the story, I welcome them. So as in the story, as in the show, if they actually air things and repeat, I don't know. I don't get to watch TV as I used to, so I don't know what happened. I don't even watch. I only watch interviews that I've been on. So hopefully, that's not a one-time deal because my son is still missing. So like I said, we have to keep those things going, and So thank you. Let's see here. I have another question from Lonnie Ray. If I say your name wrong, please forgive me. I'm trying to, go kind of quickly here, and please forgive me if I don't say your name correctly. Have the police considered that he may have stumbled across some drug activity? I don't have any. Pretty much, I can't speak for Buckeye. I lost communication with them once my former investigator and I turned over evidence to them. That suggests criminal activity. They took it. They shut down and doubled down on their theory that my son somehow wrecked his own vehicle. They put things in their report to make sure it says that to them, to the general public, that he wrecked his own vehicle. They be suggesting that the wheels was rolling to make it 11 miles, things like that, just to try to keep that narrative going, that theory. So that's all the thing I have from the Buckeye Police Department, from the local police department, is what they last said to me about their theories, and that was before we turned over those evidence to them, what we found, and as in criminal, anything stumbled across some drug activity, whether it's cartels to whatever, So I don't know, I do not know, and they don't share those type things with me. So thank you for your question. All right. I also have Jitterbug again. Do you still have to keep? Do you still have the keep in your care? Okay, and were you able to get any fingerprints? I'm assuming you're saying is, do I still have the car in my care? Of course, yes. Me and my investigator do have that vehicle, and that vehicle was turned over to me. The vehicle was found on July the 19th, 2021. And the vehicle was turned over to me July 20th, 2021. So yes, I still have those vehicles. The vehicle had been removed from that compound until a few days after they released it to me, and I had to end up going back up there, sign a release to pick it back up. After I demanded fingerprints done, so fingerprint was done on the vehicle a few days after after they turned the vehicle over to me. I requested them to do fingerprints on it, and they did that from what I understand. It was written in their report. So I still haven't have any answers to that. So if anybody asks me about any answers, I don't have any answers to the results of those fingerprints. So I'm still working on those type deals, and that's going to be some things that my investigator myself will demand under freedom of information and try to get some of these answers that we're looking for as a family. So thank you for the comment and continue the prayers for a miracle in Daniel's case. And I really am too, Manny. Thank you so much, because I believe in miracles. I believe in prayer. And I believe in miracles. And I know God can do it. He's the one that got me here. Look for my son and give me the strength. The strength had to come somewhere, and to come from God. So I'm really grateful and thank you for your prayers, because I'm saying I believe I'm a man of prayer, and I believe in prayers. It's a tool that we need, saying that God gave us, and continue to rely on those. So thank you. The more prayers, the better. All right. Okay. And here's another question: is there any more progress on the FBI from Mar? As far as I know, no. At the time I did reach out to the Buckeye Police Department with a letter to Chief Hall, and in that letter, I put out a case showing, highlighting that my son went missing in the crime scene area. That whole area out there in that desert is a crime scene, and it's evident. We've been finding human remains out there, so it's a crime scene. My son went missing in that area of that crime scene. So they couldn't deny that, So make a long story, yes, Chief Hall agreed to get a case review with the FBI. I was really excited about that as a family. We were excited about that, bringing the FBI into the case. We have later, I have my attorney to request that I be a part of that case briefing. And of course, they did it behind my back. Regardless, didn't answer the request. They decided to do it behind closed doors, would not have me involved into that. And then they came back a week later and said, after they already had the case review, and that the FBI is not going to come in because I'm doing such a great job as a father. They don't need to come in. So that's what was told to me by their detective. And I have since heard anything about the FBI. But that don't stop me from trying. Of course, you all may know that my son's vehicle, when it's set in this ravine right here, if you take a couple steps, you're in federal land. On federal land. So who's to say that the vehicle is actually on federal land or not? That's something we have to do by measurement, and I'm not doing any kind of surveying. So, but I can tell you it's so close that it's possibly on federal land, is maybe not. So, but I can tell you that it's very close enough where the FBI should come in, because my son's vehicle in this case has landed on their property. So, and not only that, the Buckeye Police Department came out to my searches, and I requested them to go out to some mines that was going across BLM land. So they kind of crossed over to federal lands to do this case. So that's an involvement by itself, that the FBI should come in. So I'm working on those type deals in the background. I haven't tried the state police yet. I have a team that suggested that to me. I have, like I said, I have tons of things going on at one time. And that's one thing I have neglected. So I'm working with that too. Also, that's what the petition is for. You guys can continue to sign that petition. That helps out a whole lot, because I really need that. I really need all the signatures I can get. That's power. Power is behind the people. You're the people, and I need that power. And like I said, we could make some changes. One of the things I want to see changed is the way that policing handles missing person reports. There shouldn't be any simple wait for 24 to 48 hours just to see if a person come back. I think, if a person say their family member is missing, then they're missing. You know what I'm saying? I know people come back. Don't get me wrong. People come back, and I know they do. But if a person know that their family, they're adamant, and they come to the officers and they come let you know why they feel like their person is missing, there should be some action. You know what I'm saying? The first 24 to 48 hours is crucial to finding the person. After that, it starts dwindling it down, because you start losing time, and all the evidence that's there can be destroyed. I mean, all kind of things happen. So the initial report should be treated like the same every time, just like they did in those cases that those national cases. I don't have to say the names, but they go out and they put the FBI into their involvement, to whatever they do, to spend these resources to go out there and not. They didn't say, hey, we don't believe this person's missing. They went out there to see if they're missing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to try to look at it from a point that the person is missing, they're endangered, or whatever the case may be, and then work your way back, to say they're not. So In this case with my son, had that been done, I'm sure that my son would have been found by now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure of that. I have no doubt about that. Taking that my son's case seriously. When I first said my son is missing under suspicious circumstances on day one, my son is not from Arizona. He's out there in a place he'd never been to before. And then he just vanished. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have any tracking of him, no phones, pings, everything we asked for, they said they couldn't get. So how strange is that? And we tell them that it's unusual and unlike my son to ever leave anywhere without, relaying that to his family. That should have been chief, what we said versus what some coworkers said, things like that. But they chose to go that direction to paint this whole big story and narrative, and that's the reason why my son is still missing. So that should be some accountability for that type thing, and we're gonna keep on pushing to find these answers. So, all right, let's see if I got any more questions here. I've been watching you from Gizla. Thank you. Thank you, one of the Grizzlies. Thank you, Greenies. Thank you so much. If I say your name incorrectly, I apologize. I've been watching you from Gizla since the beginning. I'm sending you healing, light for strength. Thank you so much. I received that, and thank you so much for that. I need all the healing I can get. My family, alike. My family needs the healing. His mother, Daniel's mother, needs some healing. His siblings need healing. So thank you so much for that, and I really appreciate it. And I love to see the Grizzlies come out, and I love Gizla. So thank you all for showing up too and showing your support. And let's see here. See if this question, David, that would be okay. There's a comment. I'm still learning the computer. Okay, I will get in touch with you after the show. My email address. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that and for your comment and trying to help me. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Also, I want to tell everybody I'm really trying to get change the outlook of the searches. The search is going to be based on all investigational things. This Saturday, we will have a special operations search. There will also, I would be calling for people, just at least calling for people to do come to a special location like I did the last weekend before, to not last weekend, but the weekend before, where we went to a special location based on my investigation and search an area. So we're going to be doing that again this weekend coming, and also the city distribution will continue. Also, we'll be doing that. So we're going to be meeting in the same places for those who can help us out in the desert out there where Daniel was last seen. His vehicle was last seen and was found, and we still need people out there to do searches. So we'll be gearing that back up again. But right now, we're trying to tap down on some of the resources that have been used for these searches, because as you know, I'm still trying to get the funding up for the forensics work that needs to be done on this vehicle and everything you see on the ground behind me. You see those clothing down on the ground. Those things need to be tested. They wasn't done by the police department, as I was told, and so they need to be done. So forensic work need to be done on all of those items, from his clothing to his cell phone. The vehicle itself need to be scrubbed, and a lot of things need to be done on that. Also, his personal computer, and everything else that was found at that scene. So it's going to take a lot of forensic work, and it's going to cost a lot. So it'll be costly, but I know I come up with the funds to do it. So thank you all for donating, the ones who donated, and show support, that keeping me here on the front line, also keep my searches going, and also providing the avenue to get this forensics work done. So I really appreciate you guys doing that from the bottom of my heart, because like I said, I can't be here right now if it weren't for you guys, helping out and pitching in to help. So thank you also for that. And like I said, sign the petition. For those who just showing up, my name is David Robinson. I am the father of geologist Daniel Robinson. I'm stepping in the gap for my family. I've been out here since June 26th looking for my son. My son went missing on June the 23rd out there in the remote area of the desert of Buckeye. He was on his job, do what he do what he loves. He's a geologist. He's working as a field geologist, where he went missing from that well site. The story is that he waved off, from one person's account that was there with him. He waved off and drove out farther in the desert where he was never seen again. His vehicle had showed up right here like this in his ravine out there in a remote area of the desert. And that was only about 3 or so miles away from the scene, where he was last seen. So, of course, we're gonna have questions. You see the vehicle like here, if you're the person that just joined in, just hearing about the case, you look at that picture, and I can almost imagine in your head what you're thinking. Even any lay person can look at that and say, "Hey, that's suspicious." For a person's everything he was wearing is on the ground, from his shirt to his underwear, everything, socks, everything on the ground, boots, and there's no sign of this person. So I don't know if what is called suspicious or what looks criminal. I don't know what to call it. You know what I'm saying? Other than what I see here, that looks like that to me as a father. I may be a little biased. I am. I'm a father. I'm supposed to be, but also I have common sense. So we have common sense that we can see. We have eyes to see, and we know the difference between something that just happens. People don't just disappear. People don't just vanish out of thin air. So there should be something done about that. So I have a question here, I believe. Let's see here. Okay, Kata. All right. A question from Grizzlies Reddit. Should they say they just turn up to the search, or I guess show up at the search this weekend, or wait to be contacted back? Okay, great. I think I know where this question is coming from. I did get a alert from Gisela from Grizzly True Crime. She reached out to me today. There was someone on Reddit that came out today to say they were trying to reach out to me through the website. First of all, I want to say I apologize for not being able to get to your message. Have a lot going on, and somehow it got past me. So I apologize for that up front. But they was reaching out to assist with 4x4s and things like that, vehicles they have this Saturday. And I can tell you, yes, if by all means, you guys can just come on out. We'd love to have you there, and we can coordinate some things with you once we get to our command center out there, Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road. So yes, if you have any questions, you can still reach out to me. Like I said before, please use my number, my cell phone. You can call or you can text. If I don't get answer back really quickly, please forgive me. I get a tons of them, but definitely leave your text message, your call, and I will call you back if I can. But I definitely will text you, with information that you're needing. So please reach out to me. I can't remember the nonprofit that want to come out and help, but please, yes, come out or reach out to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And let's see here. I think I have a question here again from Donald Duck. Have you contacted any nonprofit to see if they have the ability or resources to help you? Guys collect evidence. Yes, I reach out to tons of them. And, every nonprofit organization has their limits. So, in my case, I guess sometimes they can reach their limits, or it could have been bad timing. So, but yes, I reach out to them. I welcome any nonprofit organization to help. I really need the help. But like I said, I started a grassroots search for my son. I'm not a professional. I'm just a father, and I'm getting better over time. Unfortunately, also by my side, I have Evan Short, very talented, very smart man. He's helped me, take care of get those searches rolling, keep them rolling. And so we out there, it's a two-man team out there. So we definitely need, all the help we can. So to do these searches, we're doing a very good job. As you know, we put in tons of acres of searches out there. I think it was like 19,000 acres. So I just want to make sure I get the numbers right, but it's somewhere around that range. And I'm really grateful for all the volunteers that come out there to help us. We did so many foot searches out there. We call hasty searches to utilizing drones, and even had horses out there. Was able to charter a helicopter, fixed wing aircraft. I mean, just you name it. We was able to get that over the time, since I've started my searches out there. So, but we still need more. As anybody can tell you who come out to the searches, that land out there is really vast. It's really big, and it takes a lot. It's a lot of ground. We cover a lot of ground, but there's a lot more to cover um, based on the information we have about my son. So, it first started being based on the well site. He's missing there, so we did a radius around the well site. Then the vehicle showed up. Of course, I expanded my search as father to cover to well site and the where this vehicle was found in this ravine like that. Cover that area, and that was based on how far a person can walk barefooted, how far they can walk without, even if they had shoes, how far they can walk without water, because all the water that in his vehicle was accounted for. He didn't have a bottle of water missing out of the cases of water that was in his vehicle. So it's things like that, questions, and we had to ask ourselves to base the searches on. So that's what we continue to do on that, and also from my investigative standpoint. Thank you for that comment. That made me smile. I really appreciate that, Cheryl. I really appreciate it. I love comments like that. I try to be as a father. I think any father, any mother would be doing the same thing I'm doing. I wouldn't see anybody doing it less when their child is missing. So I thank you so much, and thank you for your support. All right. Let's see if I have any more comments. If I have any more comments, I definitely thank you all for being out. Again, I'm David Robinson, the father of Geologist Daniel Robinson, and I'm doing a Q&A today. I try to do it I will be trying to do it every morning, Monday through Friday. And if I have to cut that short over time, I will let you guys know. But I definitely want to at least do it for 2 or 3 times a week. So you all who have questions can get some of these answers that I have. If I skip your question, I really appreciate. I really apologize then. I appreciate your question. Let's see here. I have been sharing and praying every day. Please contact AquaSearch. Thank you so much for your prayers. Like I said, prayers is very key to everything I'm doing here. Prayer is what's going to get us through as a family. And, my family, we all need that. I can tell you I have reached out to Equifax a few times. I talked to, I believe his name was Dave Rader. But like I said, every nonprofit organization has their limits, and I'm sure they would love to help, but they was unable to. My son's case didn't fit their criteria, but I can tell you they did give me a referral. I did utilize that referral. I invited them out. They needed a recommendation from the Buckeye Police Department, so I put them also in a letter that I sent to Chief Hall, and also requested that they, allow these guys to come in because I needed them for their capabilities. They had the drones that I looked for. We have drones out there all the time. I even finally invested in a drone for my searches, and but those searches, the drones that we have, is the capability is limited, and the drones that these profit organization have is far superior. They have the infrared system to the mappings where if the ground was disturbed, they can see certain things. So we needed those out there. Unfortunately, this nonprofit was unable to come out. They had some issues with staffing. Some of the people that was coming out that Saturday when I had Buckeye to come out, they didn't show up. So, the gentleman expressed that he's the only one there. He couldn't come by himself. And they wasn't there. So hopefully I can work with them in the future. So I don't turn down anyone that can help. And I'm grateful if anybody do come in eventually to help, because I need all the help I can get again. So thank you for your questions. Let's see. Thank you for contact EquiSearch, Donald Duck. Again, I was already in contact with them, and I think they, like I said, they are limited on their ability to help everyone. So thank them for giving me a referral, and I was able to, like I said, utilize that referral. So thank you so much, and thank you for looking out for me and going out there to do that. So let me see here. Well, thank you, Chris. I'm thinking I'm asking what you're asking is Yes, if you want to bring more information, yeah, if you want to leave a tip, you can. You can call me if you need to give me information on the number below. Like I said, you can call the tip line to leave an anonymous or non-anonymous tip. Also, like I said, you guys, please, share this story. I think what people say on YouTube now is, click the like button, share, and I think subscribe. Those are three things that I think you should ask when you're on YouTube. So I don't, I haven't come on here to really build a channel other than just to bring awareness and also to ask questions. So you guys, please, if you can help share, come get these flyers and help get the flyers out there. That really helps a whole lot. So thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. Right now, I guess I want to take a little time to, I guess, try to get some more questions, but I don't see any more questions. So I run out of things I can tell you about here. But I thank you for all for coming out. Lakeisha, oh, I see Elvin out here. Thank you, Elvin, for coming. I really appreciate that. You and I need to get together this evening, discuss what we're going to do this Saturday. So thank you for coming out. Okay, well, let's see what Elvin had to say. Evan, we could always use other agencies to come out, come out as advisors, but most nonprofits are limited and can't assist with outlaw enforcement, asking them to come in. Assisting with outlaw. Okay, well, what I think Evan is saying is that, yeah, he's right. We definitely need, it's like a two-man thing. It's two-man operation right now. We had a bigger staff. Of course, we're drilling it down. We do have other people there, not just Evan and myself, but we have other people there that assist us also within the ranks. His wife, and we have one of the ladies who also come along, Tina, I believe, if I can remember the name correctly, that helps with the command center, things like that. So we definitely need all the help we can. But as in the search itself, yeah, we do need advisors. We need advisors. I reached out to John Wash and his team. I was able to do so. You can imagine that I'm in contact with a lot of people all over. Just been doing the interviews from CNN, MSNBC to Dateline or whoever, and I utilize those resources to try to reach out to people like John Wash and who has expertise now into how to search. And I have yet to get answers from them, but that don't stop me from keep trying. So hopefully I can get answers from people like John Wash and some of the others who has resource have knowledge to better my searches for my son, because I'm not giving up. So I'm going to be here, and I thank God for people like Evan that's still here to help me keep the searches going. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you, Kata, again. Big love to your family. Thank you. My family love that. I tell you guys, you don't see the family out in public, but they still there. They behind the scenes. I hear from them. They behind the scenes. So they need all the love and support they can get too. It's hard, especially during the holidays we just passed. We had the Thanksgiving without Daniel. We had the Christmas holiday without Daniel. The New Year came in, and then on top of that, he had a birthday in January. So all that came at one time, and it was really hard for the family to adjust. Without Daniel being part of all the holidays and things like that. So thank you so much for the love, and Kata and everyone else who's out here. So thank you so much. All right, I have one more comment here from Bailey S. Bailey. Maybe we should all email the mayor, commissioner, state representative, etc. I encourage that. Yes, because like I said, this is a really it takes everybody. Saying I can't do this alone. So you guys want to reach out to these mayors, to the chief, and the department, or whoever. Saying that helps out a lot. Reach out to some of these senators. This has been going on too long. They've been going on too long in the state, especially Arizona, and I have yet to hear anything from the mayor or any state representative here. And they see me on the ground. I know they see this. They probably see the video now. They see me out here since June 26th last year. A father coming from South Carolina looking for his son on their lands, in their state. and they have yet to show any kind of love or concern to even say hello to me or something, or we praying or anything, So yeah, we did need to reach out to some of those and continue to. I reach out to them, but continue to, reach out to them to see if they are willing to assist in any kind of way. They know I'm here. I know they're not. They know everything that's going on in their state and their city. They know, but they're choosing not to say anything. So yeah, I would love and I really would appreciate you guys to continue to do that, reaching out and sending these letters and giving these phone calls. So I have a question here. I believe I was wondering if Buckeye gave you back any of the evidence that you gave them before. Well, we have, of course, what we gave to the Buckeye Police Department um, information wise. That's the information. That's the evidence that we was able to give to them. Yes, I have everything. Of course, my former investigator, had it. So of course, I had to transfer that over to what I'm doing now. So thank you. Yes, we have. Thank you for that question. But yes, Buckeye have theirs and we have ours. So they know everything that we found. And I have yet to know everything they found, if they found anything. As far as I know, Buckeye haven't found anything. Like I said, they say they've been out to these searches looking for my son, but they have yet to come up with a construction cone. I'm a father who is not professional, who's not getting paid, have led a search that found human remains, and we found suspicious items like a pile of clothing out there, other than my son's, a pile of clothing out there with everything this person was wearing. I know it wasn't my son's clothing because the pants size is too big and his clothing too big. But however, we turned those things over to that department. So we out there finding things, we're finding clues. We had the cadaver dogs out there alerting the things, and we have a police department to date, as far as I know, haven't found a construction cone. So that's what I'm saying. That shows you who's actually doing the work. I realized that I don't work for that department, so I shut down from them. I'm not giving them everything I have, saying they're not giving me anything. So we could work together, so I'd rather work together with them. I've been trying that. I reached out to them twice, sent Chief Hall a letter, invite them out to search. It said I had to invite a police department out to a search. They come out to search. They came out, but they come empty-handed. Come empty-handed. They don't have the resources that I asked for to properly do a search of some of the wells and the mines that's out there. But they did come to the last one to do a search of a well, of one of the wells, and but they didn't bring the proper equipment because the cameras they used was above they just went to the surface of the water in that well, and that's it, limited. When they know if you taking something in the well, you need to go underwater and check that water. So things like that. So just that I'm grateful they came out, but like I said, they came out empty-handed, and yet they have yet to come out again. So they only come out with if I ask, and you guys put that pressure there. That's what I'm saying. You guys keep calling, and it is important for you guys to call, text, email, write up, whatever you have to do. So that's very important. It helped me out as a father to continue to put pressure on them. And when you do that, they make them do things like they're doing, writing all the stuff in the report, what they're saying they're doing, and things like that. So the little that they say they did in that report, if they did it, that's only because of you guys. That's because of the pressure. You can look at the times when they decided. I can give you 3 reports, and they're not all the same. I can see where they added things and took some things away. So that's them covering their behinds right now. So you guys putting pressure on them. The spotlight is on them, and everybody looking. So I'm really grateful you guys are doing that. So you keep on doing that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. D-Love, thank you for your time, Mr. Robinson. No, thank you. I really thank you guys for your time. So you don't have to be here and supporting, even listening. So I'm really grateful that you're out here listening and supporting me and my family and our pain. It's a lot of pain. Go through pain every day. Every day. You can imagine if you had your child at home, and just imagine not being able to speak to your child just for one day. Then it's 2 days, and then it's 2 weeks. Then it's like 3 months, and now it is like going on 8 months. So when you sit there and think about that, when you don't hear your child's voice, you can't speak with your child, and you just don't know. You don't have any answers. So that's really tough. That's really tough. One thing to know what happened to your child, versus another where you don't have anything, what happened to your child, and you can't even talk to this person. So it's painful. It's painful for his mother. It's painful for his siblings and his aunts and uncles and his grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? And so it's painful for all of us. We have a lot of pain, and we miss our son, Miss Daniel. So thank you for so much for the encouragement and love. Please give Daniel's mama a big hug from us all. Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. And I would see to that. Thank you so much for that, the love. And she would appreciate that. She read that. She would appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Next, we have from Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. Um, Volunteers are needed as well. So much desert to search and not enough bodies most of the time. And that's right. That's right. Thank you, Leanne, because it's true. Yeah. I have people ask me a lot, like, why it takes so long to, search out there. You've been searching out there for this long and you haven't found your son yet. There's so much land to cover. It's if you're not on the ground looking, and then that's why I say I don't see how there's a police department not out there with us. They have the equipment, they have supposedly expertise. Daniel's not the first person that went missing out here in Arizona, in Buckeye. Look at those remains we found on the ground. These people are missing, obviously. I don't think nobody's out there that we found was supposed to be out there. They wasn't buried out there from the family, as far as I know. So I mean, they were missing, and God bless that I'm out there looking for my son with these volunteers, and we so happen to bring some type of closure to somebody else's family while we're in the process. So yes, we need more bodies out there, more people out there. I don't like to use that word. That's something they use in military term, but we need more people out there to help search. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of ground to cover, and it's vast. It's a vast area, and we need as much people can to, especially do line search. Line searches is something that's more detailed, and we can cover areas that's hard to cover from area searches and things like that. You're on the ground, yes, you can see details of things like bones. You're not going to see that from an aerial search. You can see a car. Like when Buckeye said they went out there and they did all these quote searches they did, and they somehow missed this vehicle out there. They claiming, which wasn't there. Of course, we ought to know that it wasn't there 2 to 3 days before, according to that rancher. But let's say it was, and they tell me they missed that. If you go out there in that land, you can look at the picture and you can see that brush. They say, "Oh, it's because of the vegetation." No. Anybody that come out to the search can see that area is not that high where you can't see from the aerial. Now you may miss it from the ground walking, unless you come over that edge and look down, which you should if you really doing searches. But that's the only way you can miss that. But but the area itself is huge. It's very huge, and we definitely need people out there. So thank you, Leanne. Aunt B, love and light to you and your family. Prayers and deep respect from Australia. See, that's what I'm talking about. God bless that you all are putting the word out, and people from all over the country, all over the world. I have people from Africa, like you said, Australia. Thank you from Australia, Aunt B. Thank you for being here. People all over the world. Of course, Gisela from the Netherlands. You got people from, like I said, I have one from, I think it's Iceland or something. One from Russia, believe it or not. So we have people that hear about Daniel's story everywhere, and even if they're that far, people show like Aunt B doing here is showing love, and that's love and support, and I really appreciate that. You may can't come to the searches, or you may can't be here, may not be able to be here because you're in another city, whatever the case may be. You may, whatever the case may be. All it takes is your support and your love and awareness. If you guys share, make these phone calls and things like that, that's all I need. Help comes in all kind of forms, whether it's donations to sign a petition, to coming out to the searches. It's all support. So I'm really grateful for every last one of it. So thank you so much for your support and your love. Okay, now trying to see if I can get more questions here. But thank you, against Gloria, also for your prayers and your support. Like again, I said, we need all the prayers and support that we can get. I thank you so much for that. Okay, and also, I did hear about this case here, Donald Duck. You need to contact the people who found remains of Susan Powell in a mine shaft. Yeah, I heard about that earlier today. I did get information about that, and also from I believe Gisela from Grizzly True Crime alerted me about that today. Excuse me. And yes, yes, that's one of the teams I'm really going to reach out, because there's some vertical mines out there in the area that we search, and I had Buckeye to go look at two of them. They told me when they went out, somehow the first mine wasn't deep enough. It was pretty much a hole in the ground, wasn't deep. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to go out there again and check those areas, that the same areas I did, and take photos and things like that for you guys. And also the other one, the second one, they have yet to tell me they went there or not. The last I heard, they said they damaged their vehicle or something or the other, and they turned around. So, those mines need to be searched. Not only the ones there. There's several since that time in that whole area. There's several vertical mines. Some are east side of Sunbelt Parkway that need to search. These vertical mines are dangerous, of course. I need people like you said, Donald Duck, that have the capabilities and the know-how to search these mines. So, I'll be calling them and see if I can work with them, see if I can somehow get them out there to help me to search those mines. So, thank you so much for bringing that back out. I really appreciate that. Okay, I have another question again. One last question. Is this part of Maricopa County? If so, my stepson used to be a deputy sheriff for several years and may be able to help, maybe to direct us to some assistance. Yeah, I'm welcome for the help to direct me to some assistance, because I need that. Anybody know anybody, saying, to help me get some movement from law enforcement. I really appreciate that. As in, if Maricopa County, I'm not sure. I think all of Buckeye is Maricopa County, but I think the way, I don't really know how policing really work, but I think the area just is under Buckeye, the city of Buckeye jurisdiction. So that, and also the other part, like I say, you can take a couple steps or whatever, a few steps or whatever, and you can be in BLM land, federal land. So it's all mixed up out there. They have different spots and areas. It's all mixed up in that desert out there. What belongs to who? So I don't know exactly if that the well site that my son's last seen at falls into Maricopa County. I don't know. I can't remember if that's the case or not. I can check into that. But I would love to have all the agencies involved. Like, Buckeyes quick to say, "Oh, we utilize these agencies." When you think that these agencies would have contacted the family members, I have yet to this date find any agency that Buckeye has said they reach out to contact me or my family about anything. So I doubt. I really have, in my opinion, doubt about those resources. So reached out, but yeah, we definitely need all the resources we can get people to come out. So, all right. And let's see here if I can get any more questions here. If not, I may go ahead and end this Q&A. And if y'all have any more questions, please save them up for me. And please hit the like button and the share button. And I really, really appreciate that. So, and subscribe to this channel, because I will be working. I'm just now starting this Q&A. I'm trying to get it better, this channel a lot better, to bring awareness to you guys. If you guys have any questions, planning to have a guest on here. The first guest will be Gisela from Grizzly True Crimes. So I'm looking forward to interviewing with her here on this channel. So y'all look for that. It should be sometime this week. I hope I will get with her and see her availability. So thank you. Definitely need, we especially welcome assistance from the sheriff's posse. So yes, I think at the beginning, Evan, I did reach out to the sheriff posse. I think that's where one of my first logistic coordinator kind of came involved in by me doing that. But I still, yeah, like I said, we reaching out to them also. Again, anybody who's willing to help us in this endeavor, we need that. Like I said, it's almost a two-man team. Myself and Evan Short here running those searches out there. And we like you said, unfortunately, we're getting better at it. but we don't know everything. So we definitely always looking for anybody who can assist us or give us some kind of guidance, things like that. Because my son his honor and everything's at stake. Of course, my searches out there in the desert is definitely not to find Daniel running around the desert. At this point, what I'm saying, it's definitely a recovery mission. But I'm not gonna leave my son behind, and we bring him home to his family, to my family. So, also because we don't know, that's the reason why we had the flyer distribution. I have that set for people to pick up at the searches or on Saturdays at the location that we will be meeting, and pass out those flyers or take them back with you and pass them to the city that you live. So thank you so much. Okay, Cassandra Lee, we love you, David. My eyes are open in my area in here in Colorado. You just never know. Yes, you never know, and that's the hope that I have as a father, and that's what we have as a family, is that hope, because we don't know what happened here at the scene. My son somehow magically or hopefully escaped somehow, whatever happened or whoever's been involved, and he's out there somewhere, or just the fact that somebody who knows something could have moved to Colorado and forgotten, and just bringing awareness out there, jot their memory about something. So we need that awareness out there, get those flyers out there. So you guys do that for me. Thank you so much, because like I said, I need every help I can get. Those flyers. Let's see here. It's comment. I'm so sorry for what for Rona. I'm so sorry for what you and your family are going through, and that's true. Look at all of the missing people, and not enough people seem to care. And that's the thing, being in this. I was a guy that's retired military, and you usually just enjoying your retirement, and then you get a call that your son or your child is missing, and then y'all here in the desert looking for him. So doing this, saying this whole time, I've ran into a lot of families, you can imagine, and these families reach out to me, and they have stories. They tell me, man, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because I know the pain that they're going through, or the pains they have already gone through, and they have yet to find answers to what happened to their loved one, and they don't even have any kind of attention on the case. So that's hurtful. So yeah, there's a lot of families out there of missing people, especially in this state, and that's suffering. A lot of families out there suffering. That pain just don't go away. It's not a pain you just go away. You don't throw away a person like you throw away anything. Just your person missing, just walk off or something. It don't work that way. And it's painful. To hear these stories and seeing these families in pain like that. So yes, thank you so much, Rona, for seeing that and saying that. It's true. Thank you for your prayers. I really appreciate that. All the prayers that like I say, we get. Prayers are strong. Prayers are strong. That's what keeping me here. So and keeping me strong. So thank you so much. Y'all is always there. And I thank him. You guys are praying and lifting up prayer on our behalf. And I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. Okay. All right. Anyway, thank you so much. And for everybody who came out and asked your questions. Again, my name is Dave Robinson. I'm the father of Geologist Daniel Robinson, for those who just showed. And I am doing a Q&A for those who are supporting, who have questions. And also I was here to put out information of events that will happen. You need to look at pleasehelpfinddaniel.com for the answers, because there's going to be a lot of things coming up. And a lot of answers of everything that you may be on the website. So you can check that out and check out things, like I said, that will be coming soon. So on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, I have an upcoming visual. So you guys look out for that. We're just finding a date for that. We're working on some of the speakers that will be showing up, and so we give you the date and the time. So look out for that. And I really need your support on this, because the more people I have who send a message that I'm looking for, and I need your support on this. So if you guys can watch the website and get those dates and plan a trip or plan to be there, or whatever the case may be, I really need numbers. I need people who support. Just like I asked you guys to sign that petition, I need the numbers on that petition. I need numbers for this visual, candlelight visual. So thank you so much again. I'm about to end it now. I don't see any more comments, any more questions. So I will have to end this, but I thank you guys for coming out and spending this time with me. Okay. Spending this time with me on my Q&A. This will get a little better. I think this is my third Q&A. I'm working. I have never did YouTube before and things like that. So I thank God for the people in the background that's helping me with content, especially Gizla K again. She does a lot in the background too, in terms of helping with this YouTube here and to get me going on it on this channel. So I'm really grateful for that. I think for people like who was I think she was in the chat here, been an administrator to help keep the everything that's going right in the comment section and things like that, and also what they do in the background. From John Q to Lady Q and like I said, and T Sophia. Those are people and Renegade, people who working in the background to help in other areas that a lot of people don't get to know about. So there's a lot of people that work in the background that's doing some work and helping me in everywhere they can. So I really they know who they are and the ones I name. I really appreciate you guys for doing that, what you do. So like I said, I can't be doing this on my own. So thank you so much. I think Evan had one comment there. Okay, that's still someone. All right. Thank you so much. I want to leave you guys with one last thing. I'm going to leave with a clip that I played before. I will have better clips next time. I'm still working on some more content. I uploaded some content, but when I was about to come on, they got erased somehow. So, like I said, I'm still learning. I'm on a learning curve, and I just have to redo it. But you guys will have some more content up here. My goal is to take y'all through a story from the day I got here in Arizona for the search. My daughter was out doing some things, and to how I made it to this point, searching for my son with you guys at the helm. I mean, like I said, the volunteers. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even have a search. So thank you. I just want to share a video, and I will be out of here. So thank you so much again for all you're doing. Excuse me, for everything. I'm just saying thank you for everything that you've done to this point. I just grateful. I'm always grateful. I run out of words to say, all the time. I always run out of things I could say to you guys about, your help and your love and your support. So thank you again. I don't know how to say it much, but I'm just gonna share a video as a, show you pretty much the desert scene. And then once that go off, one last little clip, and then I'll end it. So thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.